Live, people. Oh my god. Somebody taught me how to do this. Literally like last week. So I'm testing it out, okay? So it's okay if y'all get on here or if you don't. But I am going live because I want to let you guys know that I'm going to start a podcast. And I'm posting on my YouTube, I'm posting on my TikTok, and all those good things. But I'm going live just to see who's really interested. So heart it, if you are interested or not, or if you like what I'm saying or not. But this first one that I'm going to talk about is kind of like, people usually ask me a lot of questions about things. Or they're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were 30. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't know that you have businesses. And oh my gosh, I didn't know. Like all these things they just didn't know about me because I don't really share that much. So I'm going to work on that. And I'm hoping that you guys can learn a little bit more about me through my podcast and all the things I know and like to share. So hello, everybody. I see a lot of my loves on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I have this motto called FAB Life, okay? And it's not like anything cocky or anything, but I was going through a really dark time in my life a few years ago, and I needed some way to encourage myself and to encourage everybody around me because I still, at the time, I was still working with kids and everything. So I needed a way to kind of stay positive and just use negative things that were happening to me and put it into a positive light. So I have this thing called FAB Life. FAB Life stands for faith, athleticism, beauty, and lifestyle. So basically, how can I use each section of my life and make it into something positive or transform whatever negative is happening to me and turning it into something positive. So if you like what I'm talking about, comment, ask questions. This is an open conversation, and I'm going to get started. So, faith, that's the F in my FAB Life. So, basically, I'm going to turn this around to since I've been 30 years old, okay? Because I wasn't scared of 30 until, the month before I turned 30. And I'm like, what is happening here, right? And then when I turned 30, I'm like, oh, my God. This is a whole new mindset, a whole new life. My body started changing, all this weird stuff, and I'm like, I don't, nobody told me. Everybody was telling me about 50 and 60 and 80 and knees hurting and stuff, but nobody was telling me all about this 30-year life. And it's really popping, it's really popping, but yeah. All right, so faith is one thing that when I turned 30, I was like, I got to get more serious about life. I can't just be out here playing with God, playing my religion, playing with faith. I need to be serious about it. And I was raised in church, y'all, so it's not like I wasn't going to church and I wasn't. But I had to get more serious about I need to hear the word for myself. And I say hear as in I need to read it. So, yes, I started reading the Bible, as cliche as that may be. And if that's not for you, that's not for you. Do what works for you or whatever. But for me, when I turned 30 and all these things were happening to me and it was a lot of negative things and stuff that was going on and I kind of had to dig into something, I had to start reading my Bible and just kind of hearing the word for myself and hearing it straight from God and not, because the preacher said, or because my grandma said, or because my papa said. I needed to hear it for myself. So that's one thing that was super important. Whatever that is for you in your faith, if you don't have a faith, your prerogative. But if something ain't working, then you kind of got to switch it up. And for me, I had to start reading the scriptures for myself. And then now sometimes I be hearing people and I'm like, that's not what it said. You can't just be listening to everybody out here. Everybody, some people will steer you wrong, okay? So that's it. Then A stands for athleticism. So FAB Life. Okay, we're doing F, which is faith. A is for athleticism. So for me, getting myself together mentally through my faith and physically through my athleticism. I mean, I've danced, I've cheered, I've done all these things growing up, but turning 30, I'm telling y'all, I was like, I I had never had a problem running. Now I'm out of breath, you know? So it was a lot of like, I had to like retransform my body as I got older. And so working out is not because I have to, but like I have to, like, so that way I don't lose it. And going back to fundamentals was like super important. Like, y'all don't know like how hard it was for me to like start just doing calf raises again. Like, I've been doing toe touches, tumbling, and all these jumps and turns and stuff my whole life, but like doing a calf raise would burn. So it's like, I need to go back to the basics and just really kind of get back into what I need so that way I can stay top tier. You know what I'm saying? And be fabulous. So then B for Fab Life is beauty. And that's not like, oh, I'm sitting here and talking to you about makeup or whatever. But like a lot of times, like what people need to feel like good on the inside and feel good about themselves and feel beautiful on the inside is like outer things, you know? So for like me, it was like even understanding like body odor. Like I knew that I was supposed to wear deodorant because that's what my mama said when I was growing up. But it was like turning 30, it's like, okay, that deodorant don't work for me no more. So I need to go get this other deodorant. And it was more of, I wasn't smelling, but then it was like the little regular cheap sprays at Bath and Body Works, they don't really do anymore. I need to go and get like the more expensive one at Victoria's Secret or at the department store. So it's like just learning like what works for me and how I want to smell and making sure that I'm not just not smelling bad, but that I'm smelling fresh or giving off the right scent that I want to give off. So that's like super, super important, as well as far as you feeling as fabulous as you can. And then the last one is lifestyle. And so basically it was just, I had to like reprioritize my life. Like I can't be out here doing what I was doing in my 20s, talking to who I was talking to in my 20s, or like at the same places. Like, and it's not even like I'm trying to be bougie or I'm trying to be like on another level, but it's like I just have to reprioritize things. Like some of y'all probably out here watching football games or somewhere on y'all couch right now. I'm about to go to bed, okay? I done woke up, I listened to church, I went to brunch, I walked around the mall for a little bit, and then I was like, the sun is going down, and I gotta go work in the morning. So it's like, this is a good time for me to get on here and talk to my people and everybody that I love. But it may not be convenient for y'all, but I mean, I'll save it or whatnot. But it was just learning like, I got to do what's best for me, and I have to prioritize things in my life that's going to work for me. And the goodness that I feel and that I exude out, I'm going to attract that back, you know. So I can't be out here living life for everybody else. I got to live it for me, and then what's for me will come to me, you know. Things that are meant for me can't come to me if I'm too busy out here chasing stuff that's not, okay? So y'all may want to catch that and save it. But yes, so that is pretty much like the makeup of everything that I will be talking about on my new podcast that I'm going to start dropping little snippets on. And I really didn't talk too much about like business on here or like relationships, but I have been getting those questions too, so I will be recording those. But again, like if you like what I'm talking about, questions, comments, and all of that, so that way I know that you're tuned in, and then I can actually talk about stuff that you have questions about or stuff that you would like to hear my perspective on, you know. But I am so appreciative of y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. That's really quick, I promise, and that is the name of it. So like my last name is Long, so it'll be called Long Story Short with Ken, okay? Because I need skin. I thought it was a little corny, but it's cute too at the same time. So I will be kind of dropping in and giving like little snippets here and there. But I do appreciate y'all so much for tuning in to my quick little chat with y'all. I will be saving it so that way I can repost, and I will be sending out all of my information for it. But I'm so appreciative for everybody that hops on, and hopefully, you know, you guys will like what I'm talking about. You know, we'll be vibing on here or whatnot. So love y'all, and I will be tuning in with you guys again soon. Okay? All right, bye. Oh, now I told y'all somebody taught me how to do this last week, but they didn't tell me how to turn it off. So wait 1 second. That done got people on here. I don't even know. I'm over here saying bye. I don't even know how to say bye. But I want to make sure that it saves. So, like, is it like when I press the X, then it'll ask me to save it? Or nah? Gosh. Okay. So I think I got it. Okay. Okay, thank you. But yes, I'll repost for those of you who are just tuning in and missed it, so that way you guys can hear the whole thing. Okay, thanks.